like you tried to sacrifice me, bro. You tried to sacrifice me. You could put that. You could put that as the caption if you want. The nigga tried to sacrifice me. Because look at it this way. I'm in jail. I had a PBL charge. I'm facing life. Now, that's what nobody realized. I was facing life. I'm facing life. Which was one of my favorite rappers. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody loved Drake, bro. Everybody loved Drake. I still respect the nigga for his music. You know what I'm saying? I just can't respect what he did to me. You feel me?
He wanted me to understand who I am, who we are, why we're here. Like, this is just not, this is a system. This is not just, you know, you're born to work and die and be on a treadmill. He felt like the school system was a prison. Like, his mind was completely different.
Yeah, I started understanding the school system was a prison around, I don't know, I was 14, 15, because in math class, they would always say, show your work.
Yeah.
I could just do it in my head. Like, when you give me your birthday, I don't need to.
Yeah.
I just do it in my head.
Yeah.
So I remember when they kept me after school and they said I was cheating because I didn't show the work. They said I was copying someone else. I stayed after school. There was no one else around. I did all the answers and I didn't show any work. I'm like, who's that copy from now?
Yeah.
So I always had a problem with authority too.
Yeah.
But I don't think I was quite as aggressive maybe as your son.
Yeah.
Could you control your son at all?
No.
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 Do you think it was just that he was that dude that was not controllable, or it's just
he was not controllable,
or you're just a single mother that can control
no,
yourself?
He's just not controllable. I think also he felt like we reversed roles in this lifetime.
He felt like he was your father.
He felt like he was my father in my
last life. He felt that he was here to guide you instead of the other way around.
I don't know what he thought in this life, but he feels like he was my dad in our past life. He said that on multiple occasions.
How old was the first time when you said that?
What was he, like 15? I actually have a video on my Instagram of him talking about school, and when he first started being conscious as a kid, saying, "Oh my God, fuck, I'm back in this realm." It's on my Instagram right now.
He said that.
He said, I'm back in this realm, and he talked about, you know, being in the school and being in the system and stuff like that.
Did he talk about past lives quite often?
Not quite often, but he does believe that. He believes in it, for sure. He believes that energy cannot be destroyed. So even if he passes away, that he will return. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that he told me that kind of stick with me is that he said, when I die, I'm going to come back through you. I'm going to always choose you.
He's going to come back through you. What does that mean?
He said he picked me to be his mother in this lifetime, and he will always pick me in every lifetime.
That's some deep shit.
It is.
Wow.
Yeah.
What were you thinking when you have a child his age telling you this stuff?
Just thinking weird, you know, at the time. Just thinking weird, but okay. I love that, you know.
I mean, you knew he was special, but when he said stuff like that, you pretty much dismissed it?
Dismissed it, yeah, because, you know, you're not conditioned in that way. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it seems very far-fetched. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? When he says these things.
Even though he died very young, tell me about his evolution as a man.
It was very rapid, very, very, very.
When did it start to when?
He started giving issues, I think, at 13. But it was like really bad and drastic, and then turning into 19 into 20. It's like overnight, just a different person.
Did you have any doubt in your mind that if he actually was still alive right now, he would have superseded Jay-Z,
100%, 100%.
Do you think they felt that too?
I can't speak for them how they feel, but I think everybody knows, because even right now,
they were all reaching out to him though, weren't they?
The other day, SoundCloud put out their numbers, and I believe he was number 6 still in the world. He passed away 5.5 years ago.
5.5 years ago, and he's still
number six in terms of doing numbers. Yeah.
Your son's a martyr. Mm-hmm. Do you believe that?
I believe that.
Did he tell you that he was going to be a martyr?
No. But he said, you're going to see how genius I am when I passed away.
Do you think he expected to pass
Oh
away?
yeah. He talked about that all the time. Talked about it all the time, and he told me that he wasn't gonna make it at 21. Me and plenty other people all the time.
Stop.
Yeah.
When X died, there's some songs that came out. Drake is rapping about him being involved in his death. One of them being
SMS, triple X. That's the only time I ever shoot below the neck.
X when he was shot in the neck. What's the one that's
Maybe I should do a 20. Maybe I should break that 20, do a 10.
break the pill in half?
Maybe I should break that 10, do a 5. Then if it gets live, do a 5 again. If he had his tongue on that live, he'd be alive again.
The he's talking about? It's X. 10 is X in Roman numerals. Maybe I should break that 10 and do a 5 and do a 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. 10, X, X, X. Now let's break it down. Let's go back.
He told you a number of times he wasn't going to make it
To 21.
Was he joking? Was he serious when he said that?
He was always.
I said stuff like that too.
He was always serious, and that would piss me off. And why it would piss me off is because he believed in manifesting and he believed in the power of the tongue and all of those things. And I'm like, you're contradicting yourself, because one moment you're saying that, like, I'll laugh and I'll be like, don't give me a heart attack when he do certain things. And he'll be like, don't say that, take that back. He would always say that to me. So I'm like, why are you saying that? Like, you're literally putting that out. And he's just like, I'm not just saying it, I know. He would always say that.
Yeah, he's done very confident when he said that.
He would always say that.
That's exactly what happened.
And that's exactly what happened. Crazy shit that nobody knows. The day before he died,
Talk to me.
that night he went to Walmart by himself and bought a shitload of white candles. Left them in the house by the fireplace. Those were the candles that we ended up using for his candlelight visual 3 days later. I swear to God, I can't make it up. We actually have...
How many candles?
I don't remember the number, but it was a lot. It was a lot.
He bought... Did he
White
ever do
candles.
anything like that before?
Never.
So he bought a whole bunch of
Candles, white candles.
The day before he died.
The night he bought it that night, he died the following day. That's why it had me like thinking, like, was he threatened, or did he know something that I didn't know, or he didn't want to tell me because he didn't want to scare me? It was weird because
When you gave me the birthday, he died. And say it again.
June 18th.
2018. I looked at that day, and based off the Illuminati, Babylonian Brotherhood, New World Order, whatever you want to call it, that's not usually the day they take people out.
So he was not a industry sacrificer.
I personally do not believe he was an industry sacrifice.
Okay.
I look at, when people like Michael Jackson, people, get taken out, and they usually have certain type of numbers around them, certain type of master numbers. I don't see that here. What I do see is a lot of martyr energy in that day. I see quite a bit of martyr energy in that day. We know your son was very into numerology, was very into astrology.
Is it possible that he knew from that?
Yes.
Well, his chart, his birth chart?
Is it possible that you think, because you're around him,
Right.
is it like a couple of days before he goes, was he acting funny? Anything different?
Like I said, he went and bought the candles. He wanted me to paint his nails black that week, but I had to go to LA, so I didn't get to do it. He also said he wanted me to find him a monk. He was like, I want you to find me a monk. I'm like, a fucking monk for what? He was just like, I want a monk.
Why did he paint his nails black?
I don't know. I have no idea. And then he had a conversation with his aunt.
White candles and black nails.
Yeah, weird.
So in letterology gematria, white, if you take W equals the 23rd letter, you break it down to 5, it adds up to an 11. Do the same thing with black. B equals 2, L equals to 12, break it down to 3. It also adds up to an 11. If you go to Freemasons, they always have a checkered floor.
Yeah.
They always have a black, white, because that's 1111. You understand?
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. So they basically have a frequency within that. So I'm looking at white candles, black nails, and then he goes in a few days. Maybe he actually knew something. Maybe
I don't know.
Maybe he said something. I don't think he was threatened.
Yeah.
Because if you're threatened, you don't act in those type of ways.
Right.
I'm thinking that maybe he just somehow knew that something was coming.
Yeah.
Maybe he just wanted to be a martyr.
So he believed that, by the way. You pick your date to come to this realm. You pick your death dates. He believes in all that
and
stuff.
So again, he didn't think he was going to live to 21.
21.
He told you that many times. He also bought a whole bunch of white candles the night before.
Mm-hmm. And he had a conversation with his aunt, and just randomly saying, you know, if I ever was to pass away, I don't want to be burnt. I don't want to be buried.
What ended up happening then?
He's in a mausoleum in the wall.
That's what he wanted.
That's what he wanted. I'm thinking that's what he wanted if he didn't want to be burnt. And that's the Egyptian way, right?
You don't want to get burned
or buried. You're gonna be.
There's pretty much no other way.
You're gonna be. When I went to the where he's buried, they had one mausoleum ready.
Are you kidding?
It's underwater. It's underwater and it's facing the east. What's the significance of the east? The sun rises every morning in the east, right?
100%.
There's no coincidences, right?
There's no coincidence. I'm trying to tap into his mind through you know, in the last couple of days of his life. And I'm just thinking, you know, based off everything you're telling me, maybe somehow he knew he was going to go and he's doing everything he can to be a martyr.
Yeah.
Everybody love Drake, bro.
Do you think he deliberately did it, or maybe like...
Yeah, bro. Fuck yeah, bro. Fuck yeah, bro. And I'm not gonna say no names, nigga. A DJ hit me up. Not only a DJ, my manager at the time hit me up. Said, yo, this nigga Drake hit us up and he wants to talk to you. He said he watched the interview, he fucks with you. Bro, on God, bro, on my fucking life, bro, my mom, bro. On my mom, fam. These niggas hit me up and said this shit, bro. Nigga, I love, bro. Nigga, all I had, bro, at a point, all I had was my mom and Ski. This was all I had. At a point, all I had was my mom and Ski. And my mom wasn't physically around. You know what I'm saying? So, on my mom, my nigga, the nigga hit me up and was like, yo, they said, this nigga Drake watched your interview. He said he fucks with you. He said he wants to talk. He wants to talk to you. And I said, word? He said, yeah.